Trade Bank of Iraq. March 9, 2020. Our dear customers, we would like to inform you that the promotion of personal loan transactions has been stopped until further notice. So it is necessary to note. Internal bank transfers. Herbal Bank for Investment and Finance provides its clients with the service of internal transfers in the currency of the US dollar, the Iraqi dinar, and the euro. Money transfers only RTGS, real-time gross settlements. ACH money transfer instruments. Foreign bank transfers. Herbal Bank for Investment and Finance provides the service of money transfers and transactions with external banks, which are done through the method of the SWIFT system. Issuing foreign transfers to any bank in the world in an honest and fast manner. Accepting foreign transfers received from the bank from ALL over the world. Banking services provided by Al Mansar Investment Bank to its clients. Buying and selling foreign currencies and buying sukuk and transfers. Sending and receiving remittances around the world via his correspondence. Issuing internal and external letters of guarantee in Iraqi dinars, US dollars, euros, and any other currencies. Integrated services for all internal and external banking operations for merchants, companies, and individuals. Significant losses on the US Wall Street, and the suspension of trading for 15 minutes. March 9, 2020. Trading on the US Wall Street stopped temporarily for 15 minutes after trading indicators fell to more than 7%. Global stock prices and bond yields fell after an agreement between OPEC and Russia to cut oil production failed, causing crude oil prices to fall to their historic lowest. S&P 500 futures fell as much as 5% on Sunday evening, while the Dow futures fell more than 1,200 points, or about 4.7%, and Nasdaq Composite futures fell 4.8%. Sales in the Asia-Pacific region also fell, with the Australian S&P ASX 200 index closing 7.3% lower on Monday, the biggest drop for the index since October 2008. The Japanese Nikkei 225 index fell 5.1% to the lowest level close to him more than a year ago. South Korea's Kospi fell 4.2%, in the biggest loss since October 2018. Hong Kong's Hang Seng lost 3.5% in the afternoon trade, leading to the biggest drop for the index in more than a year. And although the Shanghai Composite Index was the best performer among major indices in Asia, it also fell by 2.9%. U.S. 10-year Treasury yields fell to less than 0.5%, hitting its lowest level. Financial markets in the Gulf countries also fell on Monday, as the Kuwaiti Market Index decreased by 10.29%, prompting the first market to stop trading. While the main index in the Saudi Tadawul market fell by 8.14%, the Abu Dhabi Securities Exchange Index decreased by 8.7%, the Dubai Financial Market Index by 8.41%, and the Qatar Stock Exchange Index by 9.38%. The impact of global markets comes after the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia hit oil markets with the price war against Russia. Following the latter's refusal to keep pace with OPEC efforts to reduce oil production and save the troubled market of the coronavirus. Al-Jawahiri, oil prices will drop below $20 for a long time. 12/17/09/03/2020. Oil expert Hamza Al-Jawahiri said on Monday that the world oil prices continued to fall below $20 after the big drop recorded at dawn today, as the price of a barrel reached $32, indicating that the decline may continue for a long time. Al-Jawahiri said in a statement to Al-Malama that Iraq, the only oil-producing country that will be affected economically and financially largely because of its dependence only on selling oil for several reasons, including its neglect of the industrial and agricultural sectors, services and oil industries, as well as its extravagance by granting large amounts of salary and the government's lack of seriousness to fight and hold corrupt people accountable. He added that oil prices will continue to decline to $20, and this will cause a major economic catastrophe, calling on the government to put quick and urgent plans, including raising the ceiling of production and full control of resources and bringing them to the treasury away from the corrupt. He continued, reconsidering the salaries of senior officials, and their articles of special job grades and the salaries of high bodies, army and interior officers in the state, stressing that the price collapse crisis is not a temporary crisis as it will continue for a long time. Free fall in oil prices due to failure of the OPEC Plus and Texas crude contract more than 31% March 9, 2020. Oil prices fell by more than 30% in the two transactions after OPEC failed to conclude an agreement with its allies regarding production cuts, which prompted Saudi Arabia to reduce its prices, as it is reported that it is preparing to increase production, which led to fears of a comprehensive price war. Brent crude futures fell 28.7% to $32.27 a barrel, its lowest level since February 2016, and U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude fell 31.03% to $28.50 a barrel, its lowest level since February 2016. West Texas Intermediate, at its worst level since January 1991 during the Gulf War, and the second worst day ever. On Friday, Russia rejected OPEC's proposal to make deep production cuts in order to stabilize prices hit by the economic consequences of the coronavirus. OPEC responded by removing restrictions on its oil production. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia announced on Saturday huge reductions in official selling prices for April, and the country is said to be preparing to increase production to over 10 million barrels per day, according to a Reuters report. The kingdom currently pumps 9.7 million barrels per day, but it has the capacity to raise up to 12.5 million barrels per day. 10 Iraqi parliamentarians infected with the coronavirus. March 9, 2020 Inches reported a medical source, on Monday, that 10 deputies were infected with the new coronavirus. The source said, according to the agency Sputnik, that the results of laboratory tests conducted at the Central Health Laboratory in the capital, Baghdad, for 10 of the deputies confirmed their infection with the coronavirus. A prominent human rights source, for his part, alluded to information about MPs contracting the coronavirus, but there was no official confirmation or announcement. Iraq recorded new infections with the new coronavirus, bringing the number to 60 cases so far. The central bank begins a sterilization campaign for its building in the Mosul branch. March 9, 2020. The Central Bank of Iraq, the Mosul branch, in cooperation with the Directorate of Civil Defense in the province, and in the presence of the Radioactive Chemical Team, CBRN, initiated cleansing and sterilization operations in the central bank that covered all building facilities, to guard against the spread of infections with the emerging coronavirus. Because of corona, stopped the presence of investors in the hall of the Iraq Stock Exchange. March 9, 2020. The Iraq Stock Exchange issued a decision Monday to stop the presence of investors in the market hall. A statement of the market received Mazi News a copy of it, that the Iraq Stock Exchange decided to stop the presence of investors in the market hall. The statement added, this came in compliance with the decision of the Health Crisis Cell and the Prevention of Gathering in Public Places, adding that the decision will continue until March 21, 2020 or any other day decided by the Crisis Cell. He pointed out, the market receives the auditors, provided they adhere to the requirements of public health,